Anyways, good morning everyone. So today we're going to be doing a day in the life of being a vegan, courtesy of James Newbury. This is gonna be fun.
Have you ever done this?
I've never done this before. Never have I ever like actually gone to the depths of trying to like, I guess, live like a vegan and, you know, find other ways of sourcing protein rather than having to rely on either animal protein or rely on animal products. So I'm super intrigued to see how I feel by at the end of the day, and just to see what James comes up with, because he's been doing this for what now, 2 years, James?
Just about 2 years, almost. Close.
Close. Well, day one.
So, I've been vegan now for almost 2 years, and yeah, I kind of just did it because it's something that I've been thinking about for, you know, probably at least the last 10 years, and I never wanted to do it because I thought it would really, you know, affect my, you know, my strength and everything like that. And then eventually one day I was like, you know what, I'm just going to do it. I really don't like the idea of, you know, killing animals.
I'd label on it, so it's within my parameters today. So we've already talked about what they are, right, James?
No, we haven't. We haven't.
Oh, we haven't?
No, so
yes.
Basically, what I noticed when Tia likes to have breakfast, she'll have a savoury one and then she'll have a sweet one.
Chang chang, money.
So we went with that theme, and we've got a bagel that's got some almond butter on it instead of peanut butter. Typically we do some peanut butter, but we're doing almond butter today with some raspberry jam, some banana. The savory one is the other side of the bagel, and it's got some almond butter, it has some tofu, and then it has some alfalfa sprouts on top. And then Shane is going to add his hot sauce, his vegan hot sauce to it.
Honestly, it's amazing, but not as amazing as this. Go on, sorry, James.
And then
it's not like you've got like a paid endorsement deal with them or anything.
Well, that's how good. That's how much I like it. Sorry, James.
no, it's all good. And then just a side of berries. We have some blueberries and blackberries.
Nice. So I will confess, I've never had tofu for breakfast, so this will be the first.
I don't even know if I've ever had tofu.
You would have in like pad thai,
tofu bacon,
vegetables.
I cooked it a little bit longer, so it tastes, so it's got the texture more like a little bit of like crispy bacon, but it's crispy tofu.
What's the theory behind the almond butter and the tofu together?
Well, it's just a bit of fat and a bit of protein, so we just want to keep it balanced. We have a little bit more carbs.
I missed that. So you were saying, well, we got tofu.
Yeah.
We have protein.
No, wait, on this?
Yes.
Carbohydrates and fats.
Yeah, we did. We did.
Oh, we did.
Mind blowing.
Right, so
tofu bacon today.
Tofu bacon. Brought to you by James.
Oh my gosh, when are we gonna do a vegan restaurant?
Yeah.
Today you're going to be having tofu bacon.
Well, we are, they're not. But what we do want to just have a disclaimer is that I'm sure people are wondering how close we're doing this leading into the games, but
very close.
No, well, the truth of the matter is, once a week we try to do a non-meat or a red meat day. And we normally have that on our active recovery day, brought to you by Truffle. But, so today we're just obviously making a few small changes there, but we're gonna make sure that Tia hits her numbers and what she wants to achieve daily on her active recovery. Let's score this bad boy, is that what we're gonna say? No, do we score? No,
you can score it.
No, we won't. 10.
Wait, I do wanna try. Okay, tofu bacon coming up.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Oh, it's amazing, I can smell it.
Oh, damn.
Now, is this insulting if I do put hot sauce? Is that a thing? Yeah.
That's amazing. No, that's so good.
She says that if she doesn't cook it, it tastes amazing.
There is some truth to that. Everything just tastes so good when you don't have to cook it. But I really love this.
Okay. Okay. Just looks like a dong hanging out. Okay, what do we...
Wait, what?
Look at that.
Yeah, chop it down.
Alright.
Is this meal number 2?
So-
Oh, sorry, is this snack number 2?
Yeah, this is snack
Well,
2.
confession, James and I had a bagel,
And we did.
vegan bagel,
I didn't have a bagel.
on the road to the gym.
I had a little bit of a bagel. Righto, so we've had a bagel. Now we're on to meal number 3 then. I think that's where I apologize, Brendan. I didn't know we're having a bagel without you knowing. Number 3 is a meal. So we've actually rewind it back a bit. We've just come back from the pool. We've done an active recovery session for today. We're finding ourselves here quite early afternoon. I think it's about 2:33. And then we're gonna, I'm gonna have a shower. They've already had a shower, so that's amazing. Hygiene's on point for them.
We're organised.
James is gonna make it, so let's follow James into the kitchen.
Okay, we're in the kitchen. So we're gonna make a smoothie. Like, I love smoothies. I try and get as much as I can in calories in smoothies. So this one's just gonna be banana, oat milk, some salt, a little bit of peanut butter, and some berries, and we'll add some plant-based protein in there too. What else? And a little bit of maple. That's typically what I would have in a smoothie day to day. I might have like 2 of these a day, and I try and beef them up as much as possible. So it'd usually be a couple, maybe 3 bananas, a fair amount of peanut butter, and it usually comes out pretty thick. You could almost make it into a smoothie bowl. I'm gonna try and make this one a little bit more liquidy, because we're also gonna do a bowl of rice and some Beyond Meat, as well as some seared kale, some chopped nori sheets. But I'm gonna start with this because it's cold. I'll put it in the fridge, and then when I start cooking the hot stuff, then we can serve it up all at the same time.
This.
Yours is that one, yeah? You're the one closest to you. Oh yeah. So the thick shake test. You just turn it upside down, make sure it stays in there.
That's amazing.
Truffle.
Very filling, very satisfying. That's all you need in a meal. No longer is my favorite meal steak and chips. My dad wouldn't be proud of that statement, but we'll show him this, and he will even flip.
We just won't tell him. Don't tell him. I was like, oh, we'll just make some burgers, and
Yeah, oh yeah?
he might be like,
What's this?
what the fuck is, oh, what the bleep is this?
Tell me when I'm on. So where are we now? We are now in event 4. No, I think it's meal 4. This is event, here you got me again. This is heat 4.
Hey!
We're having, what do we call this, James? We call this like a
This is side bowl.
side bowl. We're gonna have this just before our big main meal dinner. I would love to go through the ingredients, but I actually don't know what the acai is made of.
Acai.
There we go. Brought to you today by James.
This is just a snack. It's basically just a smoothie that's a little bit more frozen. So we have acai, we have mango, we have blueberries, raspberries, we have passion fruit, we have aloe vera, all blended with some oat milk.
Aloe vera.
Yep.
Actually.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, this is just a snack, just to top us up, and I added a little bit of hemp protein powder to it too.
There we go. There we go. There, I couldn't have said it better, James. Took the words right out of my mouth.
Petite.
Carly, have you tried,
Oh.
Carly, have you tried, I'm gonna give you a little bit of this, Carly.
What's in here?
This is avocado mousse. It's something that I have pretty much every day at home. It's just avocados, raw chocolate, some salt, a little bit of maple, and then you can add little bits of, you know, if you want to put a little bit of vanilla in there or cinnamon, you can add that as well. It's dessert, yeah, it's a creamy chocolate mousse. Alrighty, so we have a little bit of pasta.
A little bit of Monica in my mind.
Gluten-free pasta.
I opened it up today.
Righty guys, so we are here for our final, this be 5 and 6. We're here for dinner and dessert. We're gonna put dinner and dessert together so that we can get on with our night, and then we can eat peacefully and put the chef to bed. That's James. But guys, you
Sorry,
go.
no,
You
you go, honey.
Right, what we got here is, I'm gonna pass that off to James, but we have 2 meals. You know what? I'm not prepared for this part. I'm gonna give this to James. I don't know what we're eating.
Take it away, James.
Okay, so for dinner, we just have some simple pasta with some Whole Foods vegan mince with tomato, with a tomato base. We've topped it with nutritional yeast to give it a bit of a cheesy topping. Some alfalfa sprouts, just for garnish. And then for dessert, we have some avocado mousse. We used 4 avocados. We used some maple, we used salt. And then we topped it with choc granola,
Sorry, James.
raspberries, and what else?
Choc, just choc, is that? I'm sure people are gonna ask James, because I am.
It's so like chocolate, dairy, chocolate.
Yeah, so it's just raw cacao and cacao butter.
Non-dairy.
So non-dairy chocolate.
Yeah.
Good to G-O.
I'm going to say breakfast
Yeah, that was freaking amazing.
punched me in the face of awesomeness. That really came out of nowhere. That was a
Tofu
delight.
bacon?
I don't know if it's called tofu bacon.
It is.
It's tofu bacon.
I made it up.
It's a thing.
We're trademarking that name.
But
FYI.
I think what we do want to point out is where we are in the season, right? So when we look at the calories consumed here, I know for myself, I know that when I looked at my Oura Ring earlier today, I did about 25 minutes worth of activity compared to these guys. So I know that I'm feeling very full to the brim. Obviously James could go all night, he's still going. But where we are,
Well, for me, like, I'm not a big fan, and I'm not sure if Tia is either, but I'm not a fan of having like 7 meals a day or 6 meals a day.
I'd say probably the same thing. The bigger the meals, because it's the most convenient, because, you know, time can get away very quickly, so.
yeah.
And if you're training so much, it's just like you don't have time to do 6 meals.
Could you be a vegan?
Honestly, if James cooked for me every single day, absolutely. I don't see why you couldn't. Like, I really don't think, like, I think today I felt so great, and through my whole training I've not felt hungry whatsoever, and I felt satisfied. And they're like the 3 big things that I always look for through my food. And
Yeah,
I
think that's a good point though. Like, I actually didn't even think about it. I think I was very consumed on like the variety of foods, probably a big thing, right? I think obviously when you think vegans, we just think ice cubes. I think that we can think further now. Or that's
I did not. Is that just a Shane Orr thing?
maybe. But I think right now what we've seen is like a large variety and how creative they are. And I love the groceries now, of like the range they've provided there.
Like, I genuinely think just greens when I think vegan.
I think vegetarian.
You know, like that emoji with like 2 leaves? That's what I think of vegan.
You know what? You're not far off. That's what they do call it. That's like the bat symbol.
It's practically like this. That's what I thought of a vegan.
But look at them. We've come so far.
Look at this. This is where James started.
Yeah, pretty much.
Right, so we're gonna close it up here, guys. I do want to finish off. James did not put this on us. We wanted to be a vegan for a day, okay? We want to thank you guys for watching this, and please like, subscribe, do all those beautiful things for us, and we'll see you in the next one.
And just, sorry,
She does this in every conversation. We're about to say bye to someone, and she go, oh, and so what are you doing tomorrow?
Oh my god, this is important. If you have any other questions, please comment below, because we'll try our very best to answer them. And especially for, you know, the method, if you have any questions about that, you know, we can jot down some details in the description so that you can go out there and check it out.